Welcome to tutorial number 6 of the blog marketing series. In this particular tutorial, we're going to be talking about exploring the WordPress dashboard. Alright, so now you've loaded all the files on your server. You've received an email with your username and password, which you will need in order to log into your account. Now, at this point, you need to log into your account by going to the URL of your blog, as I have here. We are at the homepage for the Internet Marketing Strategy blog, and as you can see, there's already a theme in place here. This is the default WordPress theme. And you scroll down to Login, and I'm going to enter the information that I've been given, but I've already entered it, so you'll need to enter your username and password that you were sent by WordPress and log into your account. Okay, so from here, this is the home page of your dashboard, and you can look around and see the features. And the nice thing about this home page is you can see some of the links that are linking into your site, and you can also see the recent comments and your recent posts and just some information about WordPress. So it's good to keep up with some of the headlines and some of the updates, and this is also where you find out about the updated versions of WordPress that come out. Okay, so we'll go along these tabs, and I'll just point out some of the important things that you'll need to know. Alright, let's click on Write. Alright, now this is the most important thing that you will need with your blog. This is where you actually do the blogging part of your blog. And it really works exactly like any Microsoft application. You have a title. You can just type in a title. And let's go ahead and enter a post here and say, my first post. Okay, so then this is the content of my post, and we're going to type in, this is my first post. And we're going to welcome everybody. So we're going to welcome all of our many visitors that we'll have to this site. So from here, I mean, you can see how easy this is. You can just publish it, or you could save it and come back later and finish it up. But you'll probably want to tag it with a category. And let's call this category Introduction. Okay. So we'll just create a category for introduction and say this post is about the introduction category. Great. Okay, so now that's all there is to it. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. So we just click publish, and let's see what happened. Okay, so now, voila, this is my first post. Welcome visitors. Okay, so we have an official post. And you can see there are other features here, such as you can enter pictures. But let me caution you, on the subject of pictures, WordPress, if you enter pictures right here, WordPress is not very good at processing those pictures. If you were to use pictures on your website, I would recommend that you use an outside source. For example, Flickr, and we'll talk about that later on. I would never use this application to upload pictures. They just don't come out very well. So, also for here, for Write Page, you can see what this will do. This will provide like an additional page of content. So if you wanted to do a page about yourself, how about we can do a page title about Phil Ayers, and for the content, all about me, and we could publish that. And that's really not all that informative, but it does provide an explanation of what this is about. Okay, so let's go to Manage. Manage Pages. All right. And you can see all the different pages. I mean, you could do pages for anything. You could do pages for products and services, or or anything, and you could link off of the home page to those pages, and we'll talk about how to do that. Okay, manage post. As you can see, the 2 posts that I've done. If you want to change anything, you can just click on edit and go back and make revisions, and this is where you can edit the categories. And these right now, the different categories, as we've discussed before, introduction and uncategorize. You can add more categories here, but if you will recall, you can do that under the right tab also. Okay, those are the main categories or the main things under manage that I would explore right now. I think the most important thing is just getting up there and doing it, going out and starting your blog, and then just coming back once you become more familiar with the functions of WordPress, just coming back to the dashboard and playing around with things and getting to know more about it. Okay, so let's go to comments. This is where people will be able to comment on each post. A comment is right here normally, like this one. So you clicked on these comments like this. So you can manage your comments from here, and of course here's a tab for blog roll, and these are a blog roll is collectively are the sites that link back to your particular blog. So you can see WordPress already enters a number of sites to link or to link out from your blog, and then you can delete these, of course. And linking becomes very important, and actually linking is one of the more important functions of a blog, and that's why it helps you so much, and we'll get into that. So, but keep in mind where your blog roll is. Now, for presentation, this is where we're going to alter the look and the appearance of the blog, and we'll talk about how to do that. This is going to be your theme editor right here, and you may have a tremendous amount of experience in altering PHP code. You may not. Either way, we're going to walk through it and talk about how to make some elementary changes to your blog. So you pick your theme right there, right here at this tab, and then you alter that theme under the theme editor. And of course you have a tab for plugins, which we're going to go back to later on and address in time. And we have a tab for users, and right now we have one user in this blog, and that may or may not change. We'll see. If you want to alter your password that you have been given by WordPress that you use to log on to your account, this is where you do it. You do it under Users, and then click on the Authors and Users tab, and then type in new password right there. And finally, before we move on to that, let's go back to Users and click on your profile. If you want to add some more profile information about yourself, you can do that right there too. Okay, and go to Options, and this is where you'll type information about your blog, and all this information will become more clear later as to how important this is and why this may, or why certain of these categories will be important. But very quickly, this weblog title, just to let you know where this is, across the top, and I click back to the actual home page of my blog, you'll see Internet in the top left hand corner, Internet Marketing Strategy Blog. Okay, WordPress knew that the title should go there because it was right here. So whatever title you want to be, or whatever title you'd like to see at the top of the page, this is where it needs to be entered. And keep in mind that this is very, very important, because title becomes critical in search engine optimization and search engine placement, because Google places great weight on the title in determining rankings. So keep that in mind. Also, as far as taglines, this information here is used for what are called meta tags, and typically typically, but we'll discuss meta tags at a later date or in a later tutorial, and we'll get heavily into this. Okay. And this is pretty much all there. If you want to alter your email address, you can do that from here. At this point, I wouldn't get too wrapped up in getting into the details of the dashboard. I think the important thing, like I said, is to just use this platform. Go to the right category or the right tab and just, type in a post. Start blogging, because that becomes the most important thing. Is just committing yourself to doing this day in, day out, because that is what makes a good blog. Constantly changing, evolving content is what makes a good blog, and that's what will make your blog successful.